to my channel. This is Priyanka. As you guys know, and if some of you who are new to my channel, I would like to tell you that I live in Oslo here in Norway, and I talk about anything and everything that is important in my life here. And I think that whatever information I should be sharing with you guys regarding my life here, I put out on my video here on YouTube. So if you want more of cool content from my life here in Norway, please do like and subscribe to my channel. As today as well, I had thought, I should talk about something really important that might be useful to some of you living in some part of the world. So I thought of making this video, which is work culture differences between US and Norway. Well, the thing is that my husband has, he has lived in US in the past. He was working in New York for almost 3 years. And as we all know that there is a lot of issues with visa while living in US. So he also faced a lot of visa issues, because of which we planned and decided to move to Norway. And when we moved here, we didn't really have any acquaintances, no connections, no relatives, nothing, no friends. So it was a complete clear slate for us. It was a complete leap of faith, and we are glad that we took this leap of faith because we are very happy with our life here in Norway. So he's been living in Norway for almost 2 years now, and he has lived in US for almost 3 years. He was working in New York. So I thought we should talk about this, that what are the significant workplace culture differences between US and Norway. So here I am making this video. Well, firstly, I would like to say that my husband should have featured in this video, since he has lived in US in the past. I haven't. I just came from India. So he has lived through the differences. He's the more, he's the correct spokesperson to talk about it. But since he's extremely camera shy, he just gave up, and he was like, he's not going to feature. So he told me all the points that I will be sharing with you guys. So here I am on behalf of my husband, sharing all the points that you will find useful. So let's begin with top 10 workplace culture differences between US and Norway. First point is going to be work-life balance. I would say that US has a very competitive work environment for sure. Also, hard work translates to higher pay more easily in US. Whereas in Norway, it's less competitive work environment, as well as work-life balance is more promoted. It's very common to see hardly anybody working after 4 p.m. here in Norway, because Norwegians are very efficient and task-oriented. They like to wind up their work as soon as possible and on time, so that they can spend their quality time with their families. Also, it's very prominent, and it's very common to see that people leaving an hour early from work to pick their kids from school or to take them for swimming classes. Also, people can use their sick leaves to take care of their kids at home. So it's a very family oriented work culture out here, that it promotes work-life balance in Norway, which is very unlike US, because in US you're supposed to work for an entire day, full day, as well as it's expected of you that you're supposed to hire a nanny to take care of your kids, which is very unlike Norway. So if you compare the two in terms of work-life balance, it is more prominent here in Norway. Second point is pay scales. The difference in payout at entry-level job versus executive-level job is not as extraordinary in Norway than in US. What does this mean? Well, if you get an entry-level job in Norway, you will realize that it pays you higher than in US. But as you move up the ladder of your workplace, you will realize that executive-level jobs pay you higher in US than in Norway. Why is it like that? Because Norway as a country promotes equality in terms of salaries. So there's not really a vast difference in salaries between the levels. So if you are more ambitious, you're willing to work hard, you're ready for competitive environment, then US will reward you more easily as compared to Norway. Point number 3 is flat hierarchy at workplace. Flat hierarchy. In US, you have a more formal, strict hierarchical system with defined reporting lines, whereas in Norway, we have out here, the work culture has a flat hierarchy. The executive level employees are directly working with, entry-level employees out here in the same floor. You will not really find that hierarchical system as prominent in Norway. It's absolutely flat, which means that everybody is working with an open desk policy out here. The people working at top level of management, the top level employees will be working in the same floor. They don't really have the system of cubicles here in Norway, whereas in US you usually have this concept of that you have made it, you have arrived if you have a separate cubicle once you climb up the workplace positions out at the workplace, but that's not like here in Norway. Even the top level person, the top level employee will be working in the same floor, in the same area. There is more casual attitude, so that the the junior employees can approach you more freely. They can talk to you. It's a very open system. The workplace culture is very casual in Norway. At the same time, the formal attire system is not that prominent here in Norway. People usually dress casually at work, until and unless bearing a few exceptions like insurance domain or banking domain. Whereas in US, it's more formal. The hierarchy is more pronounced, as well as you have strict cubicles that you can absolutely identify the high level management from low level or junior level management in terms of hierarchy, which is not like in Norway. Norway has a very flat system in terms of hierarchy. Point number 4 is recruiting talent. At the time of hiring in US, it's mostly university's name or reputation which carries as much as weight as your grades at the university. Whereas in Norway, most of the universities are treated equally at the time of hiring. It's primarily your grades at university that count. Point number 5 is overtime. The concept of overtime is something, overtime payment for a permanent employee is very rare in US, whereas in Norway, even after being a permanent employee, you are entitled to overtime pay. Further, the number of hours a person works, it's also regulated by government to prevent employees from being overworked. This is something that I really find fascinating about Norway, because government and the law monitors all the companies, all the employees, and prevents them from being overworked. And in case a company is found breaching the law, they are heavily penalized. My next point is my favorite point, which is holidays. Holidays! Yes. Well, if you're working in Norway, then you will figure out that employers are required by law. By law, it's mandatory to provide at least 25 days of paid vacation leaves annually, excluding public holidays. Whereas in US, there is no such law. You will see usually people get anything between 15 to 20 days of paid vacation leaves annually. Also, you will see that in Norway, as an employee, if you're working, you are entitled to 3 consecutive weeks off between the months of June to September, which is not like there in US. There is no such thing as mandatory paid vacation leaves enforced by the law. Whereas in Norway, it's very prominent. And that's the reason you will see this concept of sommerferie very popular in Norway, where people usually travel a lot in July because they are entitled to 3 weeks of off, which they make most of, and they take an entire month off and they travel around the world. So if you're living in Norway, you will benefit a lot in terms of holidays. My next point is punctuality. Well, Norway takes punctuality very seriously. Norway is very strict with being on time for meetings, as compared to US is way more strict. And you will be surprised to know that Norway is the second most punctual country in the world in terms of work, behind Germany. Whereas in US, being delayed by a few minutes for any meeting is not a big deal, but in Norway, punctuality is taken very seriously. So try being punctual in Norway if you're working. My next point is job security. If you compare US with Norway in terms of job security, the parameter of job security, you will see that Norway ranks way higher than US. Because in Norway, if you complete 3 months of probation period, it becomes very difficult for an employer to fire you on any basis, or for even for underperformance. Whereas in US, if they have a reason to fire you, you can get fired with 0 notice. Although the common practice is 2 weeks of notice period, but job security in US is not as prominent as in Norway. Because from our experience, from what we have seen, is that people work in the same firm throughout their lives, and they even retire from the same firm because the job security is so prominent out here. Also in US, you see that because of stress, because the job security is not there, people are under a lot of stress and they are under a lot of pressure to perform well at their workplace. So job security in Norway is definitely better than US. My next point is a very important point, because it helps in establishing one of the most prominent points and differences in terms of workplace culture in between the two countries, US and Norway. This is parental leave policy. In US, the parental leave policy is that the mothers can avail up till 12 weeks of leave after childbirth, and it depends upon the employer whether he wants to give you, paid leave or unpaid leave. It depends on the employer. It's not assured. Whereas in Norway, by law, it is mandatory that the mother is supposed to avail 9 weeks of paid leaves right after childbirth. As for the dads, by law, it is mandatory to avail 14 weeks of paid leave before the child turns 3 years of age. So these two mandatory laws are there in Norway. Also, the Norway government, the law is there that you can, as a parent, as a couple, you can avail up till 12 months of paid leaves after childbirth as a couple, and it depends upon you whether you want to join back after 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, or up till 12 months. It will be paid leave. So parental leave policy, if you compare the two countries, is very strong in Norway as compared to US. So if you are a working couple and you're planning to have a family, so definitely Norway will strike the criteria. My last and my final point is finding jobs. Well, if you look at the US job market, US job market is more open. It has a lot many options. You can find jobs through channels like LinkedIn more easily. Whereas if you look at Norway, there are channels like Finn.no and LinkedIn. But suppose if you want to find a job in a mid-sized firm, it is always helpful. It's always easier if you have connections in the firm. So I think finding jobs is relatively a bit easier in US if you're going on a clear slate and you don't have connections, but in Norway, connections definitely helps. It always helps if you have connections in the firm. So these are my top 10 workplace cultural differences between US and Norway. So because my husband has lived in US and now he's in Norway, so this is his experience, what I shared with you guys right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I had a fun time. And I also want to add this on a side note that if you're young, you're dynamic, you're ambitious, career oriented, and you can thrive in a competitive environment, then US can be a great place for you to flourish. But if you are married and you have a family and you want a work-life balance and a little bit of easygoing life, then Norway can be a place for you. So it all depends where you are in your life journey and what you expect out of life, because both US and Norway have something to offer to you. So I hope you liked this content because we had an amazing time making this video for you guys. And if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. This is Priyanka signing off. Until my next video, bye bye.